So Square Enix thinks that all gamers are morons. I don't know. What do you think? Well, we're going to find out all that and much more on today's episode of the Miami Geeks. Stay tuned. Yo, yo, yo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and with me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
Another Monday, another day, another work day, another $3.35 adjusted after taxes.
Right? Just
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even that sad. Because you know what, dude? We had a great weekend. We had so much fun on Saturday going to Super FanCon, and just seeing a bunch of good people there and whatnot. Then afterwards, freaking the four of us hanging out, and we went to freaking what's this place called again? God, I always forget. Twin Peaks. Had a couple drinks, and ended the night with gaming. I mean, how bad could that day be?
Not bad at all, especially considering that I kicked your ass in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Bro,
as we knew was going to happen.
You know what? This segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIGEEKS10. All in cash, description down below. And no, you did not win. You spammed the shit out of me with cable.
I beat you at the game.
I hate you. God.
You're not the only one.
Look, I almost had you, all right? And I don't care what you say.
Almost counts where?
No, you know what?
Almost
No, bro. Easy
right now,
there.
My son and my daughter are listening to this, and they're screaming at the top of their lungs. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
You know what? Vin Diesel, relax. I almost
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Fast and Furious 1. Almost had me. You never had your car. You know that bullshit. Yeah, that all sound like me.
You still lost,
bro. You know what? We're in 2 minutes running. Fuck you. I had to make sure I could curse.
You had to get that out of your chest, didn't you?
Yeah, I just let me see. What was our time frame? Yeah, 2 minutes. Good. Fuck you. just
all right. No, that's all right. Get it all out. Now that's gonna give you power for when you try to challenge me again.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna bring it next time, and you better unlock all the characters because it's freaking it's a must.
Hey, I stopped doing homework years ago.
Yeah, you did.
Although I work from home, and that's technically homework. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Guys, make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button just to know when we come with this amazing news and our fucking crazy antics 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And sometimes a little something in between. But, as always, and now, let's get started.
Listen, I'm all piss and vinegar today.
Oh, I'm pretty much understand that.
We need to get there.
All right, we're going to get there, but let's start off with something a little light and easy. And it's for all the gamers out there, the console gamers, which I know they're pretty much pissed at all PC gamers for the fact that they could play Rust. But never fear, guys. Rust is finally coming to the consoles near you. And it's been after, 7 years that they had this game out. So, yeah, better late than never, right? So, It's been a brutal multiplayer survival game, Rust. And it's coming to release on the PS4 and Xbox One later this spring, actually. Nearly 7 years. It came out on PC, and oh my god, I'm just actually excited for the fact that other gamers can play this game. Now, my real question is going to be, will you be able to play with the PC players as well, or this will be a separate thing from consoles and PC?
That's a good question because they don't mention whether or not there's going to be crossplay
at all. They just mention up to 100 players and yada 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 and a bunch of things here and there, but they don't really mention crossplay at all.
And they are on closed beta right now.
Let's see.
I personally never was a fan of any kind of survival game along the lines of Rust, especially not one where there's a PvP element, because people are assholes.
Yeah.
But I never really gravitated toward games like Rust, and I don't see any reason for me to start now. But
let's see. We'll see.
This is an immensely popular game,
Very.
and I'm surprised it's taken this long to make it to consoles.
I'm actually surprised it took this long. But then again, this is a new year, so I'm starting to see that we're coming up with games that are going to come out to the consoles from PlayStation 4, like God of War and stuff like that. So this is kind of like a beginning era thing, at least for me, seeing this happening. So let's see. I'm very interested to see how this game is going to work on the consoles now versus on PC.
There are a lot of PC games that that may benefit from a trip to console, like tons of games. Like you've seen quite a few. We've talked about quite a few of them.
We have.
I really would love to see you playing Disco Elysium.
You know what?
Like,
next guys' night or something. If you have it, we'll do it.
Yeah, that's a deal.
That's done. All
we
right.
can play that right after I beat your ass in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 again.
Bro, you better unlock any character because I'm gonna smoke you in that fucking game again.
For what? So you can have new faces attached with my boot in their face?
You know what? Fuck you again. You know what? You know what, man? That's it. You got me to the point where now we really gotta talk, and I'm gonna piss you off to the point where I'm pissed. And it's about Marvel's Avengers. So, oh yeah. Get ready for this one. So, Marvel's Avenger XP grind is about to be even slower for some reason. Marvel's Avengers action role-playing game from Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix is finally coming to the current gen consoles on March 18th. But it's about to get another change after that date, and it's going to be taking even longer to reach a certain max for the character's level. From what I've been reading, this is what they pretty much said to us. This has led to a pacing issue, such as skill points currently being rewarded too fast, which may be confusing and overwhelming to newer players. We want each decision to invest in a skill or heroic to be more meaningful, the developers say. Are they fucking calling us stupid?
No, they're not calling us stupid. They're not saying that they think we're stupid. And I'll tell you why.
Please, go ahead.
That bullshit they're saying about how we're progressing too fast and it's confusing us is just their way of saying we have to come up with a stupid excuse for what we're really trying to do.
Yeah.
What they're really trying to do, for those of you who haven't caught on, is try to make the process of playing the game longer so you can be more engaged with the game for a longer period of time.
Yeah, but
the level grind that they're talking about will start at level 25.
Okay.
So to get from 25 to max level, which is level 50, will now take longer.
Oh no, that's stupid, man.
And again, their reasoning is bullshit. People who play this game know very well how to handle leveling up, and they know what. Not only that they know what skill points they're gonna put where, but they're probably playing with a guide that tells them, "Hey, if you're this character, this is where you should put your skill points."
Yes, you're right. I mean, there's been a lot of games they've been like that. That, you know, most of the time is to level up your game and your character. I mean, fuck, Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's the same way. You have to level them up, right, to get certain skill points and to use certain webbings and attacks and stuff like that.
Not just that. Every single game that is along the mold of Marvel's Avengers, like Destiny, Anthem.
Yeah.
These are all games that not only do people know what the hell they're doing, the problem that Square Enix has is that people are blasting through the content. And which means that now they come across the first problem of this, well, not the first problem. One of the problems that this game has is that it has no good end game content. You got your characters level 50? Great. Nothing else for you to do.
Yeah. That's it. You reach
so what
max,
they're basically doing
max.
is they're artificially lengthening the amount of time it takes for a person to reach max level so they can be engaged with the content more. How about instead of artificially increasing the grind, how about you make content that'll make people want to stay on?
I agree with you. Make the game playable and make the person enjoy the missions and longer. Make
And
sure
how about
you're enjoying making your character better. I guess.
and how about and this is the part that really upsets me. How about looking at your customers as more than just a bunch of idiots?
I agree.
More than just a bunch of mindless button mashing fools that don't know what the hell they're doing. Well, at least that's the excuse.
Oh, of course.
But no, they think that we're stupid. They think that we're stupid because we don't see through this.
Yeah.
How about you make a game that engages us, not a game that is trying to force engagement so we can finish it?
Yeah.
And mind you, this is a game that was already grindy as fuck. Of course, they want to keep you engaged. You know why? That way they can see if they can entice you to maybe buy some cosmetics. If you blast through the game in 8, 9, 10 hours, they can't try to sell you shit no more. And since they're not making any content that's worth you staying around, well, they gotta go and keep you on somehow.
Yeah. I just think they just need to do something different. But now the real question is, to you guys listening, what do you think about this? Do you think that this is something that Square Enix should be doing to us? Being that we're the gamers out there, we're the one that's playing this game. You think they should be doing this to us? Or should they just focus on, being that we made this game this way, we should make the next game a little more even playable so everybody can enjoy the game and enjoy leveling up and whatnot and so forth. But I don't know. What are your thoughts? What do you guys think about this? Let us know down below. Comment. We'd love to have a conversation with you. So Willie, have you ever played Monster Hunter by any chance?
See, I would have played Monster Hunter if Capcom had given it to us last year at the same time they gave it to everybody else for free in Japan. But no, they gave it only to the people in Japan, and they didn't give it to us. But it's all right, Capcom. It's all right. It's all right. I see how it is.
Your wounds are healing slowly. I get it.
My wounds will never heal.
But check this out, man. Monster Hunter Story 2 is coming to PC and Nintendo Switch on July 9th. Capcom confirmed the final release date during today's Monster Hunter Digital Showcase. The sequel was first announced for the Switch in September 2020, and since Capcom has never hinted for a PC version until now, it's coming as a total surprise, to be honest. So I think this is actually pretty cool that they're doing this. But yeah, it kind of sucks that they didn't do the whole, for us free.
All right. All ha-has aside, I like the fact that people get choice when buying games. Games should be, first party games, no, but games should be available on as many platforms as possible so that as many people as possible can get to experience it. Like, okay, there's people that on the Switch that will be able to play the game. But if for people who don't have a Switch and do have a PC, now they can play it. And that's a good thing. Maybe I'll play it. I don't know.
Let's see. To be honest, I love seeing it, but it doesn't really capture my attention. And I'm just going to be honest right here. I'm going to say right now, because this is becoming a movie, since this is a movie/gaming podcast, the movie did not really made me want me to play the fucking game anyways.
I didn't expect anything from that movie.
Nobody did. But they said that they wanted to make that movie almost to a point like if you're playing the game for the first time. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'd rather not.
No. I will play it. I will play a Monster Hunter game eventually. There's 3 of them now. Well, with this one, there'll be 3 of them on PC, so I have an excuse.
Yeah, you do. But let's see. Because, look, besides the fact that Monster Hunter Stories 2 is coming to the PC port and for the Switch, we're going to be talking about games now because the Xbox director confirms that not every game releasing this year has been announced yet. What, are you guys holding back on us now or something? Huh, Xbox? because okay, we know that E3 is gonna be digital anyway. So what? You're gonna put up your big boy pants and tell us everything on that day or something? What the fuck? Because dude,
I don't see why Microsoft would be wanting to hold back information.
right? I mean, they pretty much said everything last year anyways. Fucking, yeah, we bought over Bethesda. Yeah, we did this. Yeah, we did that. I mean, fuck. Go on, bro, with your bad self.
Like, seriously. I'm not going to say that Sony has done a masterclass either, because really they haven't had any must-have games that'll force people to buy a PS5. Like, the one game that I figured would be a system seller is Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I have the PS4 version.
Yeah.
And before you go and say Demon Souls, I have Demon Souls on PS3.
Yeah, I know.
But, so far there hasn't been a single game that makes me say, okay, I have to get a PS5 for that.
How about Call of Duty?
How about Kiss My Ass? Why? But even then, why would I get Call of Duty on PS5? If I were a Call of Duty fan, why would I get it on PS5 if it's gonna be on PS4?
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's one title that is gonna be previous and current gen, because they're not gonna miss out. They're not gonna miss out on making money off that title.
Never.
So,
but yeah,
that's that. But that's Sony. At least Sony's trying. At least Sony has things that they're working on that people know of and are excited about. The hell does Xbox have going for it?
I don't know, man. But
Halo?
You know what? I don't. Oh, well, yeah, that's the only thing they got technically right now. Even though they've been getting a lot of bad rep for Halo Infinite, right?
Halo Infinite got a lot of hate because of the way it looked the last time they showed it off. Maybe it was merited, because it doesn't look terrible. It just doesn't look as next gen awesome as people were expecting.
Yeah, I mean, it was there. I mean, we saw it all together, that freaking showcase, and I was just kind of like,
but again, a lot of the titles that Xbox has coming out are smaller titles that look good, but don't have much hype. What does Microsoft have up its sleeve that will make people say, hey, wait a minute, maybe I want an Xbox Series X for that?
I see.
And I mean, Sony's gonna have it. I know that Dado Boy Ragnarok and Horizon, for whatever, I forgot the name now. I know that those games are a ways off, but they're going to be PS5 exclusive. Indeed. So you know that when that game comes out, you need a PS5.
Definitely. Dado Boy Ragnarok.
I'm still not going to fucking buy a PS5 yet, because I've heard that scalpers are sad.
I heard the same thing, and especially more now because, I mean, well, they're not that sad because they are sad.
Well, first they're sad because
anyways.
First they're sad because people don't like them.
Of course,
they feel like they're being dogged on unfairly.
Oh yeah, they buy 20 PS5s anyways. And these were none.
They buy out an entire stock of PS5 consoles and force people who want to have it right away to pay way more than the MSRP. But they're just business people.
Yeah, of course, right. Okay.
I mean, you are business people, but your business is profiting off of people for shitty reasons. It's not bad. It's not bad to make a profit. It's bad to make a profit by cutting off options for people.
Yeah.
Well, the only way you can get one is by paying one of these assholes $900. How are people going to like you for that?
Yeah, I'm not.
But now I hear that. Now I'm hearing that they have to start lowering prices because there's more availability in some places.
Yeah. No, and get ready, because of course I know you don't like this part, but when they come out with the Super Nintendo Switch Pro or the NES Pro, whatever you want to call it. Once that system comes out, it's gonna be the same shit all over again.
No, it's not. We're gonna have this. We're gonna have this argument for all eternity. Nintendo does not compete with Sony and Microsoft.
No, I'm talking about the scalpers, the stealing.
No, the scalpers are gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering. I mean, okay, I'm looking at it through a twisted lens. I know that, because I'm looking at it through my perspective. And in my perspective, I'm not interested in a 4K Switch. But I wonder how many people are. I know you
want to
are.
jump on one. Yeah.
I know that you are. But like, are really that many people clamoring for a 4K Switch? I mean, it's easy for me to go and say, nah, it's a piece of shit because I don't like it. But you also have to think about the fact that, I ain't the only one.
Yeah.
Maybe there are people who want to have a more visually appealing Switch. I don't know.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of people that probably want one. And it's
Maybe.
fine. Whatever.
And Nintendo, and let's be honest, Nintendo doesn't want to just sell you a new Switch because you want it. They want the console to be more relevant for longer.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, man. But
we'll see.
Yeah, but you know what, man? We should go back to Square Enix. We need to go back to Square Enix. Okay, so because Square Enix bans 5,000 plus Final Fantasy 14 players for an investigation onto real money trading. Okay. I know Final Fantasy. I never knew there was something with money in between this. Willie, can you help me out with this part? Because I don't understand this. Like, my brain just stops. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a role-playing game. Like, how the hell you're going to be investing money into this?
This game is an MMO. And MMORPGs especially, do have an issue where people want to sell their characters or items for real world money. There's no way to do it in game. Like, for example, I'm going to use World of Warcraft as the example because that's the one that I'm playing.
Okay.
If someone has a really high level item and they don't want to sell it through the in-game auction house, they may want to set up something where you can go on and you'll see it. You can see it on eBay where they'll try to sell characters or items. They may want to, to get actual money for it instead of just in-game currency. And there's black markets for more than just MMOs. I mean, Jesus Christ, the amount of real money shit that goes on in CS:GO is insane. But good on Square Enix to want to squash this because that. I mean, apart from, is it illegal? No, it's not illegal. I mean, there's nothing stating that there's any legal recourse for people doing that, but it's against the game. Shit, stop trying to play. Stop trying to pay to win. Truthfully, you can't get the shit yourself. Don't get it. I remember. It's happened a couple of times in WoW where somebody has a real badass character and for some reason, because let's be serious, sometimes we have monetary problems.
Yeah.
And they thought to sell their character and there's people just throwing money at them to do it. And he sold his character to somebody who had been bothering him for a while. And after about a week of playing with the character, everybody realized, no, this is not the same guy. The other guy was good. And he got reported to Blizzard, and Blizzard banned him. No matter what, whenever there's anything competitive, someone's going to try to throw money at the problem. And it's on companies like Square Enix to squash that shit if they want their game to flourish.
I mean, overall, to be honest, I just hate that whole money trading just to get things that you can't buy. I mean, that's the same crap that's been going on with Fortnite and whatnot. And I think it's Fortnite, just garbage.
But Fortnite has an in-game market for you to throw your money at it. And the stuff that you get is cosmetic. I'm talking about in the case of a game like Final Fantasy 14, you're getting things that actually alter gameplay. Like if you go and buy yourself a real kick-ass sword and gear set, and that's the difference between you sucking or doing well in PvP. Now you're affecting gameplay for other people. Fortnite, you can go and dress up as the Mandalorian, and it's not going to help you play the game any better.
At all.
So I mean, I hate the idea of cosmetics and all that bunch of stuff costing so much money and people just throwing their money at it. But it's not my money. I need
Yeah.
I just shut up in that regard. It's not like Fortnite costs money to play anyway.
It's free.
The game's fucking free, so they got to make their money somehow.
Yeah.
But I mean,
either way,
if I'm gonna get if I were to get into PvP and WoW, and I'm getting my ass handed to me by a guy who went online and bought all his shit, I wouldn't be happy about it.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah. So, yeah, I'm kind of glad that Square Enix did that shit then, to be honest. And, fuck them for calling us morons, but thank you for this part. I'm okay with that.
No. So fuck them in the eye hole for calling us for thinking we're morons and believing their horse shit.
Yeah. You know what, Willie? I think it's time. It's time to jam. Jam.
Listen.
What?
Don't ever do that again.
Well, the only reason I'm doing it because we're gonna talk about Space Jam. And no,
ever.
Don't ever.
Again, ever.
Forever. Come on, man.
Forever.
Look, man, we're gonna be talking about Space Jam 2, and we gotta talk about our homeboy Pepe Le Pew, which he was cut from the whole movie. He was cut him out of the whole shit. I'm here like, fuck. I mean, it's not like he had a lot to do in this movie from what I'm reading here, but shit, you're gonna cut out one of the main Looney Tune characters because.
Oh, yeah, all right. Okay, hold on. All right, yeah. your hyperbole is at a 9 right now. Mm-hmm. I need you to bring it down to about a 3 because he wasn't one of the main characters.
Yeah, but in Looney Tunes, he was always one of the rosters.
Okay,
I mean, you see that skunk.
Roster.
Yeah,
he's of the roster. Yeah. But let's relax here. It's not like they're attacking Sylvester.
Okay. But still, it's Pepe Le Pew. Man.
I get it. But I'm not that mad about this.
Well, I mean, come on. Look, yes, they're cutting him out of this whole thing here because because of the way he is. He's
a rapist.
Yeah. I mean, you can say it like that. But I mean, they toned him down a little bit.
Doesn't matter. Like, okay, they did describe what the scene was going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going to be, his usual rapey self.
Yeah, of course.
And he was going to get, blown up in some way. And then LeBron was going to chastise him for doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But, I mean, in my defense, he's a rapist.
In a way, I guess from those times when they did make him. I mean, yeah, those times that cat didn't want it.
That's the way he was made.
Yeah.
And yes, I get it. When I was a kid, I found it humorous.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's just be serious. Like, do I think that they should go and retroactively paint every single thing with today's brush? Maybe not. And as a good counterpoint to this one, as a good counterbalance, another example is how people are trying to cancel Speedy Gonzales.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to that. So we can compare and contrast.
Absolutely. And look, and for those that don't understand what the hell's going on, again, we're still in Space Jam 2, and Gabriel Iglesias responds to Speedy Gonzales controversy, right? So it looks like a lot of people want to cancel Speedy Gonzales because the whole thing of him being a Mexican rat, Mexican mouse, whatever you want to call him. Pero, this whole cancel culture thing that's going on, they just want to cancel him out because of that. But now here's the funny part to me. Who's voicing Speedy Gonzales is Gabriel Iglesias. Dude, that is to me by far the funniest thing I ever heard in my life. And I'm going to tell you right now, I always say this, but if Gabriel Iglesias, and I say this to all the stars, if they're listening to our show, I say you're a badass and I love it. The fact that he goes onto Twitch and he goes, end quote, I am the voice of Speedy Gonzales in the new Space Jam movie. Does this mean that you're going to cancel Fluffy too? You can't catch me, cancel culture. I'm the fastest mouse in all of Mexico. So,
Yeah.
right there to me, that is amazing. Amazing. And I love it.
I think that the difference between the Pepe Le Pew thing and the Speedy Gonzales thing is that people who are quick to cancel are not taking context into account.
Very.
Like, I understand that on the surface, they both look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Pepe Le Pew is a racist, and it's not that Speedy Gonzales is a Mexican; it's that he's a Mexican stereotype.
Yeah.
The talking English with a Latino accent, and the zarape and the sombrero.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, it's a stereotype, and it's not a very helpful stereotype. But it does. I mean, if anyone's gonna get upset at some Mexican stereotype, it should be Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Oh my God, that right
Because
there.
that is an even
right there.
harder stereotype.
That one was hard. I was like, wow. Like
But-
now to this day, I still laugh at that because I'm like, okay, you have Speedy Gonzales, and then you have his cousin Slowpoke, and then you're like, huh, I wonder which one is worse.
I think personally, the Slowpoke Rodriguez stereotype
Mm-hmm.
is more damaging, if we're going to call
Very.
anything damaging, because it's the stereotype of the sleepy Mexican
Yeah, being lazy and whatnot and slow.
being
Yeah,
lazy
right.
and no, I have to siesta. I get it.
Yeah, we all get it.
Sometimes, though, you have to look at context and things. Like, it's not like every Mexican on the planet is saying, "Oh, that's offending us," and you don't need everybody to go and say it. But like, there are people who have, who are actually happy with the whole Speedy Gonzales thing. You do realize Speedy Gonzales is usually the winner.
Very.
Usually kicking Sylvester's
He's-
ass.
Yes, he's usually the hero.
Now, is there a room to have discussion about this? I think there is.
Yeah.
One of the things that people don't understand about cancel culture is that cancel culture shouldn't be a thing where you automatically erase something because it offends two people.
Mm-hmm.
It is an opportunity to have a conversation. It's an opportunity to talk about things, to try to see things from different perspectives.
Yeah.
Not just to just blankly say, that looks racist to me and it has to go away.
Because I don't like it.
Because I don't think it's right.
Hmm.
The Washington Redskins got canceled because the term redskin is very offensive to a group of people.
Hmm.
There's no real context there. There's no real nuance. You're calling people a very stereotypically bad name.
Yeah.
So now they're called the Washington Football Team. Next year they'll have a new name. There's cases where that type of culture, is beneficial. Some people might get upset about it, but listen, I'm gonna keep saying this until my mouth falls off. I remember Droopy and Tom and Jerry cartoons.
Dude. And
there was some racism in there.
And the funny thing is that you and I talked about this to a bunch of people before, and they stayed looking at us puzzled, like, the hell you're talking about, until we show them.
Listen, I don't want to repeat it. I don't want to play it here because it's not pleasant.
Huh. But it sure is funny. Shoot.
But it was, I laughed my brains out because I was a kid. I didn't understand the context. To me, it was just funny.
It's hilarious.
But
though.
it's good. It's good to revisit these things from time to time and sit there and ask yourself the question: is that really cool?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Speedy Gonzales is cool.
Oh, he's awesome. He's always been
he's
awesome,
cool.
to be honest.
Like, you know what? I'm not Mexican, but I identify with him.
Yeah.
I'd like to identify with him, even though I'd like to be as strong as Speedy Gonzales, even though I'm as slow as Slowpoke Rodriguez. I blame being 50.
Well, but right now I consider you more like a Marvin the Martian.
Well, I mean, that's just because I want to blow shit up.
Yes, and you're smart.
I wouldn't put Marvin the Martian in the smart category.
I mean, he has a spaceship, dude. I mean, what? You want to be Mr. Wild E. Coyote genius?
Just because I'm driving a Benz doesn't make me rich.
True. But then
I'm
again,
not
you're not no
Mercedes, but you
coyote
understand.
either and get a rock dropped on you all the time when you're trying to catch a bird.
That's why I go to KFC.
Good.
They're
You
already
see?
caught.
They're done already. Here you go.
Moving along.
All right, man. So let's talk about WandaVision, right? Yes, it finished. We get it. Everyone is, hurt, happy, in between. We get it. But do anybody know the fact that WandaVision finally, well, not finally, I don't want to say that because that sounds kind of rude, but it divided people?
Of course it did.
It's going to happen. You believe that?
I do believe it, and I'll tell you why.
Please.
That's always going to happen with shows where people are invested in the story, and the way it ended. Let's be 100% honest.
Yeah.
I liked the series.
Yeah.
I thought it was really entertaining, but it was sloppy.
Man, I don't know. But we had our talks. We had this talk on the spoiler talk.
Our talks.
And we had our opinions based on what we felt. And you had your opinion, I had mine. But then again, we're two humans that actually talk about what we think about things, and at the end of the day, we still like, all right, cool, fuck it, let's play some games and talk about something else.
I mean, I'm not gonna get into a fist fight with someone over
for
the
a movie or show. Yeah,
I'm not going to do that because we all see the same thing and get something different out of it. There Absolutely. Are people that are way more learned than I, who can analyze things and pick apart things a lot better than I do. And they may see things that I don't. It's good to know what those things are. Like, for example, and I guess we're going to have to say that, yes, this is going to bring up spoilers for WandaVision. So if you have not finished seeing the series, or if you've been waiting for it to finish so you can binge it and you don't want to be spoiled, I say move on in 3, 2, 1. A lot of things that happened in the beginning of the series, they didn't get paid off. Remember that Jimmy Woo was calling Sword in because he couldn't find his informant?
Oh, yeah. Where's
the informant?
You're absolutely right. Because there was supposed to be someone in that town.
By the time everything finished, Jimmy Woo was just, he was the FBI guy. He was ordering people around. He was getting things. No mention about his informant.
Nothing.
And not only that, they seem to hint in WandaVision that Wanda's power was so strong that she not only affected the people inside the Hex, but she made people outside the Hex forget that that city even existed. Remember how the cops were there when Monica pulled up?
Yeah.
And they told him, just like they told Jimmy, this is not Westview. Then what is this? Eastview. There's a sign right there that says Westview.
Yeah.
How can they be so brainwashed to think that Westview doesn't exist? Never explained.
Yeah.
I mean, the one that I got hung up on was the whole thing with Ralph Boner.
Boner.
That was a failed payoff. Part of it also, and like I said before, is us reaching conclusions.
I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you something about Ralph Boner, and it's a quick one. And yes, she had Agatha gave him that freaking necklace to kind of control him, but did that necklace also give him powers?
That's another thing. You remember it as well as I do. And one of those, Monica was trying to escape, and all he did was poke her on the chest, and she flew back 6 feet.
Yeah. Which it just comes to that point where I was like, wait a minute, dude. Did that necklace really give him that much powers and all that stuff? Because supposedly it's something like a mind fuck. That's what it was. That's what
whether it did or it didn't, doesn't matter. If you have the kind of power where you can knock a person back 6 feet just by poking them in the chest, I have a feeling that they're not going to catch you in a judo move.
No, absolutely.
And if
dude.
they do, you can kind of push your way out of it.
Yeah, literally just poke. Ear.
But whatever. I mean, that's led to theories of how he really was the Quicksilver from the Fox universe. He just didn't know it.
Yeah, and
because
that's the guy.
He was brainwashed.
And another thing that I'm sorry to cut you that part. That's another person that Jimmy Woo was gonna go see also when he went to Westview.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been like there was speculation. Was it Dottie? Oh, because and that's where it goes back to where I say we make it's over expectation on our part.
Yep.
When they were putting up the pictures of all the residents of Westview, they had no ID for Dottie. Could that have been the informant? Could she have been something else?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, even Dottie said she had kids. We never seen them.
Well, but that was established because really the only time we ever saw kids was during the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
And it was mentioned by Vision and by Pietro. So that was more established. But there was no payoff for certain things, and yeah, it may leave you with a hollow feeling in certain aspects. Although then you think about the fact that Scarlet Witch and she's got in that fucking outfit and how badass she is now, and it's like, yeah, I give you a pass.
Yeah. I would definitely give her a pass. Oh my
God. But that's for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, that's kind of the cool thing about stuff like this. You can sit there and have these conversations about theories and what do you think this is leading up to, and how do you think about this, and maybe they could have done that. It's just part of the show. Yeah. Falcon and the Winter Soldier's coming up next Friday, and let's see if we can start this all up again.
Oh yeah, watch, we're gonna have conspiracy theories all around. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All around, yes we are.
Yeah, we're gonna have that plus a Snyder cut also in that week, if I'm not mistaken.
Have you seen the trailers that have been popping up left and right?
Stop! I don't want to see them no more. I want to see the movie. Just stop at the trailers. Stop.
Oh, I got a good one for you.
Go.
Somebody who has HBO Max paid for Tom and Jerry.
Are you serious?
Wait, no, listen.
Okay.
Paid for Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
When he went to play it, he got the Snyder cut.
Wait, what?
He actually saw the first hour of the Snyder cut before they finally cut it off.
Oh, son of a... You're kidding.
Yeah. A few people had that problem.
I mean, is it a problem? That's what I was going to say. I don't see it as a problem.
Okay. It is if you're playing Tom and Jerry for your kids, and next you're sitting there and explaining to him why the bad guy smashed the Green Lantern.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right.
And about the Tom and Jerry movie, okay? And stop me after this because I'm going to go on a fucking rant.
No, go ahead.
You know how we talked about how the Tom and Jerry, the old cartoons, are racist?
Yeah.
Okay. The Tom and Jerry movie had a hip hop soundtrack.
Oh no, all the way.
Just
all the way. That's why I was like, man, they caught my attention on that, so I was like, fine, I'm gonna watch it.
Knowing that Jerry listens to Jodeci kind of tickles me.
Yeah, how?
Think about that for a second. Think about where Tom and Jerry came from. And now think about the fact that Jerry listens to Jodeci. By far, the greatest thing that happened in the movie was when they played "Don't Sweat the Technique" by Eric B. and Rakim, and I will fight you if you think otherwise.
I told you. I thought that
anything by Eric B. and Rakim makes the thing that you're doing 40% better.
Yeah. So this one made Tom and Jerry just a smidge better.
Just a little.
Just a little, not too much.
You know what would have been great in a Tom and Jerry movie?
What?
More Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Because for a Tom and Jerry movie, we're more focused on everything else but them.
I guess that they're from the same people that make Godzilla.
Probably. Yeah, so we're going to get a part 2 of Tom and Jerry that includes Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, or if not, that's going to be kind of a DLC we have to buy.
I'm done. I want to get back to my. I started playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I want to get back into it.
Oh, all right, no problem. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today on this beautiful podcast today. And as always, this segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIA Geeks 10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS 10. All in caps. Description down below. And please make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just so no one come up with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And of course, a little something in between. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you Wednesday. Peace.
Bye.